Hi, so this is to introduce the EagleRacing Simulation, which is a new simulation which is addressing collaboration challenges in organizations. The simulation is actually designed to enable managers, teams of managers, to deal with tough, difficult decisions under time pressure, to experience collaboration in different contexts, from face-to-face to online interaction, and experience how difficult it is to reach consensus, to come up with good quality decisions in this type of context. And through these, address a number of challenges related to collaborating within organizations. In more general terms, the simulation emerges from research we have done related to the difficulties that organizations have to introduce a more collaborative type of culture, one which supports also a lot of knowledge exchange. And particularly when organizations like today are global and therefore have to draw on the experience and the knowledge of managers who are highly distributed and also highly diverse. The simulation is also an opportunity to address trends related to collaboration and technologies which are supporting new forms of collaboration. Now, as I was saying, the research which was conducted prior to developing this simulation emerged from a project called L2C, Learning to Collaborate, in which we developed a large variety of simulations addressing the different dimensions of collaboration. EagleRacing is one of them, and here are some of the key features of this simulation. First of all, there are videos. Basically, the managers operating in team go through different episodes of a story which is unfolding, becoming more and more complex. After each episode, they have to take a decision, and depending on their decision, the story will unfold in different ways. What is also very important is that throughout the simulation, the managers will experience how difficult it is to reach consensus in different settings, from face-to-face to simple email exchange, to advanced collaboration and decision-making technologies, to Web 2.0 collaboration environments. And finally, the simulation is really addressing learning at the individual level. What is my attitude towards collaboration? Which are my competencies when it comes to collaborate with very different people and so on, up to the dynamics of small teams, up to operating in larger groups where you want to collaborate, up to virtual communities, going, for instance, across an organization. So if we get into the detail, we could start discussing about all the different learning points which can be addressed, which starts from the selection, with whom do you want to collaborate, what do you look into a partner in some way, up to the difficulty of making complex decisions under time pressure, up also to the fundamental discussion about when to collaborate and when not to collaborate, when to compete or remain isolated, up to what happens when things don't go well in a crisis situation, how can we sustain a collaboration. And finally, obviously, the whole issue of how can we help people collaborating when they are highly distributed and need to use different type of technologies. So what is particularly interesting in EagleRacing and very innovative is also that one can use it, deploy it in many different type of scenarios. Beyond the traditional scenario in a classroom, in a kind of normal type of training session, we have experienced EagleRacing being very successful, particularly if we use it before a traditional type of meeting or course, because it is a way of engaging the participants in a meaningful type of scenario, making them receive the videos online, making them discuss via email, and when they come to the program, they already in some way know each other. They have already tried to reach consensus on some fundamental issues. But what is really powerful in this simulation is that one can use it either before, as I was saying, or during a course. For instance, if you have a course where the group meets in different modules, you can, during the break between the two modules, keep up the energy and still inject a lot of different challenges, or even after. If after a course one wants to help the group to still remain in touch, discussing relevant issues. And as you can see on this slide, the whole teaching process can be also done online, although I must say that at some point to have a meeting to discuss, to debrief the whole experience, it can be very, very valuable. So basically, if I had to summarize, what we address through a simulation like this is clearly to help managers understanding the challenges, the opportunities and the threats of collaborating more within an organization, but also the whole issue of taking good quality decisions in virtual teams, and a number of management issues which varies from ethical issues to financial issues to issues related to value creation for themselves and for their companies, plus the limitation of collaboration technologies and the opportunities. So basically, who is EagleRacing for? Basically for organizations who are really interested in involving their managers into a reflection about how to introduce a more collaborative culture in spite of being in a global organization where people are diverse and distributed. We have also gathered a lot of evidence over the last year from professionals and managers who effectively found this simulation very engaging, innovative, and a good way of helping managers to experience the challenges of operating in virtual teams. So this is a typical screen that you'll see when you access the simulation on the web, to start seeing some of the videos to then discuss with the other team members. So this basically was it. If you have any additional questions related to simulation, let me know. Thank you for your attention.